Creative Katie, Karen here, and it is Index Card a Day 2017. We are in card 56, but I'm using the prompt from 55, which was Sepia. This one's called When Words Fail. Links to supplies can be found in the description box below. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. If you're on a laptop, click on the bell and check the option to be notified of when I upload new videos. So I have a card there that was a failed attempt. I was doing some experimenting, and I am just giving it a coat of brown paint. And I'm using some craft paint because that is the brown that was the perfect match for what I want it to do. What I'm going to be doing on this card for the background is using Crackle medium. So to do that, you need a color in the base, which is the brown here. Then you put a coat of Crackle medium, and then you put a contrasting color. And if you're lucky and all the stars line up, you will get a Crackle result. Now this isn't something I do often. In fact, the last time I used this product, it was last year's Index Card a Day. So after this is dry, I am going to put a coat of this Crackle medium. Now this is the Demco brand, and I'm not sure at this time if I can find that on Amazon, but I will find a Crackle medium. Each one you need to read the instructions and follow what they specifically say. This one said to put a thin layer on the surface. So I find the best way to doing that is to use a spatula. Or palette knife. Then this is supposed to take 30 to 60 minutes to dry. So depending on the humidity, that will vary. I'd done this previous to this, and I put a fairly thick coat thinking I would get bigger crackles, and that wasn't the case, so I'm redoing this. So fast forward to a dry Crackle medium, and I have I'm not sure if it's Vibrant Turquoise or the other one, the Dilutions paint, and I'm thinning it out a little bit, just so I can very easily, in one swipe, pull this across the card, because you do not want to go back and touch up the areas, although you're going to see me doing that because, you know, I do it as I say, not what I do. And there you go. And you can see the first one is already starting to crackle. And then you need to let this dry. Now I didn't get a whole lot of crackle on this, but I got enough to give it that distressed old look. And it really played well with the texture that I had on there. I believe I had put gesso through a stencil. So the hardest part with this card is you have to wait for these things to dry. I think I need to play with this a little bit more, but for the purpose of this card I just kept going on. And I left this in real time so that you can see. And I did use my heat tool from afar. I didn't want to get it too close because I did not want it to bubble the Crackle medium. What I didn't want for the background was one flat color. So the texture that's there, the Crackle medium that's there, the brown that's peeking through, that all added to the interest of the card. And when you look close, you can see the cracks and the crackle. Since my quote refers to music, I am taking the same brown paint, thinning it out, and painting it on some old music paper. And then spraying it with Lindy's Starburst Sepia, just to get a little bit of shimmer and another layer of interest. And you can see a little bit of that shimmer. I don't know if I give you a close-up here or not. So then I kind of ripped it into size, and you know, I want to do more layering because I really like the look when people do it, but oh my, it does not come easy for me. So after playing with it and pulling out this and ripping this and different things, I just said, you know what, just go with it. Do something. So I play, you know, here I'm kind of deciding if I want to use this drywall tape or not, and I like it, but I don't like it, and you know, so I auditioned several things. And most of that was done off camera. So this was a free printable butterfly. And the paper behind it was that twisty paper that I had in my stash that I put gold paint on. Used it in a one circle for a moon, the sunset picture, or the moon ICAD. So then I decided to get the sepia color on the quote as well, because the white was just way too stark. The color in the butterfly matches the color in the background. So just putting this down with gel medium. One thing I did notice that the gel medium, where I put it because it's matte, with the Crackle, it kind of had a bit of a sheen, and wherever I put the gel medium, it got very matte. So I will be going back once this is perfectly dry and just adding a layer of gel medium over all of it so that it's all the same finish. There isn't some that's shiny. I tried to edge it with the Distress ink in the walnut stain, but it wasn't quite dark enough. And since there's black on the butterflies, but it could probably handle black. But I didn't want to do too big of an edging. So I grabbed my woodless charcoal pencil and I'm just adding it around the papers and the sentiment, and then rubbing it with my finger. I love this charcoal pencil. It's very user-friendly, I think. And so I play for a bit, and then I think I go back on top of the music paper. Before I went beside it, now I went on top. And it came off a lot better because the surface was a bit glossy, and it found it hard to use the charcoal pencil on that. Hopefully you can see the difference that it made, adding that little bit of charcoal pencil around it. I also didn't want to add any water where I've used the Lindy sprays. I hope you enjoy the close-ups. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.